Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast News Update. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Reiley Clark.
Hello, thank you.
What's up, Reiley?
Nothing much. This is our weekly news update, Thanksgiving edition.
Yes.
Yes.
And happy almost Thanksgiving to you.
Yes, thank you.
I'm thankful for you.
Oh, I'm thankful for you too.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But that was not rehearsed even. You know, I kind of caught you off guard.
No, that's true.
We could have made like
we could have made a thing
for it. But
I know, I could have, but that's okay. No, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well.
How are you spending, I know first, this is going to, by the way, release, we record these and for anyone listening, This is releasing the day after Thanksgiving. So a very happy post-Thanksgiving to everyone listening.
Absolutely. Hope you're recovering well.
What's your plans for Thanksgiving?
I am going down to see my dad. He's in Georgia. And so I'm going down to see him and his wife and their family and everything. And we're doing Thanksgiving down there.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Cool. We're around here. We're going to my wife's family. My dad's coming over tonight, which would be Wednesday night when we're recording the episode here. And we doing dinner with him at our place, and then doing smaller groups. We're doing my wife's parents tomorrow, but a smaller group.
Right. No, definitely.
I wouldn't call us the COVID fearful group. I think we're all pretty. I don't know. We live our lives and do what we do, but at the same time, just being responsible like Americans can be,
right?
Which is, you have elderly people in your family, and they probably shouldn't be at a group of 25 locked in a house.
Exactly.
So we're
totally
not
doing that. Totally get that.
We'll be at her family and down the road here from G Vegas, Greenville.
Nice. Yeah.
So we'll be around, and one thing I won't be doing is Black Friday shopping, but I'll be shopping online.
I was going to say, I'll be doing the Cyber Monday one.
I guess I'm still conditioned, being in my 40s, and I know that I still think it's popular. I don't think this is a generation. I think it's pretty mainstream before COVID, at least.
For sure.
That you would go to the store on Black Friday and be in a line and all that, but we've definitely been more online Friday, Cyber Monday shoppers for a few years.
Same. No,
Can't imagine getting in the line necessarily, but of any store right now. I don't know. It just sounds terrible. Like, I don't know. At some point in my life, I thought I've definitely did it. There was that rush of like, I'm getting this 75-inch TV for $800 instead of $1,200. I'm like, oh yes,
right.
And now I think online and just life in general, things aren't quite as important as they were then, or
exactly.
Things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yeah.
And a couple things around here, I guess. We're having some upcoming things happening. GVL Hustle is next week, which is crazy. December is a week away. Surprise.
Hey, here it is.
Yeah, this is your news update, actually. December's next week. That's your news.
You've got 5 weeks to finish your shopping.
Exactly.
That's the news.
Okay, well, when
5
you put
weeks.
it in that perspective, now we need like the buzz or whatever.
Whatever you were getting me, you've got 5 weeks left.
So that's happening next week. And again, if you're in the Greenville area, I know like more people listen to this than just the Greenville community, but if you're in Greenville and you listen to the podcast, be sure to come to GVL Hustle. There's a link on our Facebook page. So be sure to check that out. It's $12 pre-order and then $15 at the door. And there's going to be a food truck and alcohol's provided. So that'll be a good time.
Yeah, it'll be tons of fun. We're going to do a good Q&A. Myself and Tyler Harris, who we started Greenville Hustle together about 3 or 4 years ago, and obviously COVID's put a little dent in-person gatherings, but we're ready to get back together. We're going to have masks and indoor, outdoor stuff, so it'll be totally safe, and, we're going to network and do some little Q&A. Tyler and I like to do that, where people can ask any kind of questions, whether it's marketing or business or you can ask me anything. I might not know accounting and legal, but I'll answer it. As you know, if you give me a question, I'll respond to it. But more from the business, personal growth, those kind of things. And so excited to have that next Thursday night.
Yes, 6 to 9.
6 to 9. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. And business is good at Radical. We've onboarded a few new clients. We're really growing in a couple areas: textiles, fabric, marketing, B2B marketing, and then in the finance sector, financial, working with a lot of finance institutions, banks, those kind of things. And then, some of our mainstays are restaurants and different stuff, but we were kind of niching down on a few things, and we got, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, at least 15 to 20 like active e-commerce or website projects going on, a few wrapping up. So digital is, digital goes. So, but it's good.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Cool. Well, here's Reiley with the news.
Okay, so articles for today. Obviously, we already discussed this is kind of post-Thanksgiving kind of stuff, but it's still important regardless. If you have not already at this point, make sure you are sharing your Thanksgiving fails to Pepsi, especially if you do it via TikTok or Instagram. I think they specified those two things. And if you do, then you get to have like a you're like one of the first people to get the new Pepsi flavor, which is the apple pie Pepsi flavor, which, who knew? But, apparently that's happening. So
a thing, who knew? Exactly. Apple pie flavor. I will say this, a couple things that hit me. Flavor development within the drink category, especially energy drinks, has been a boom. Especially with things, whether it's Reign, which is made by Monster, and Monster Energy Drinks coming out with stuff. But then especially just like the growth of the category has been driven by new flavors. Mm-hmm. And Bang is the fastest growing energy drink in the country. And so they've got a flavor every month. They do all their growth has been driven not only with a good product and great marketing, but really through that growth of flavor development.
Right.
And I see this potentially, this certainly strikes me as falling in that realm with maybe soft drinks trying to pick up. There's been a little stale, with growth within just the general soft drink segment, mm-hmm. with seltzers and waters and all these other things growing. So it's an interesting way to, be both seasonal, being apple pie, but also playing into that trend of growth of people wanting different tastes and flavors.
Exactly.
And so I like this. I also like playing off the fails, ironically enough, and maybe, good taste has company. We do some great social campaigns in the fails for a couple of our different clients. Mm-hmm. It gets great engagement, and people love seeing it. There's a real following on it. There's like Fail Army on YouTube and other channels. My kids watch it all the time. We watch it. That's kind of like our guilty pleasure. We'll get together and they'll be watching next. They're like, guys, let's watch a few fails. So we'll throw them on. It's like, the best of America's Funniest Home Videos combined with fails. And so great. Love how they're using all the social media channels and, building awareness around it. So it's great.
Yeah, that's excellent. Our next topic is White Castle is having a special Thanksgiving recipe that you obviously use the sliders for a Thanksgiving stuffing. I don't necessarily know how I feel about this, but I know a lot of people, really good family friends back in West Virginia. He loves sliders, and they always have sliders in their freezer, the White Castle sliders. And I can almost see them maybe doing this. So, Rich, if you're watching, probably I want to know if you tried this or not. But yeah, it looks interesting. It's again, it's just kind of like a Thanksgiving stuffing kind of deal, I guess, but you use the slider, and I guess they have the recipe on the back of the box, or you can go on their website or whatever to find it. But yeah, and this is something they're teaming up with rapper Coolio, which this brings in a whole nother thing that I know we're going to dive into probably more next week on the podcast, as far as cross industry, influencers, celebrities, rappers coming into the space with the brand, promoting the product. And this makes sense because Coolio used to have I think he still does, the Cooking with Coolio, and he had that YouTube channel. And so I think that makes sense for White Castle to then come in here. But that's kind of where this is all going.
Yeah. Again, I like innovation. I like thinking out of the box, and as much as I think thinking out of the box is not out of the box is a statement. So it's kind of overplayed. Innovation, using social media, using, the McDonald's Travis Scott avenue of rapper pop culture with your brand. What I don't know is, and I think I asked you once, it's like, you recognize Coolio, the name, but he's not the hippest of unless he's done some special that I'm unaware of my Gen X mindset. Does he have relevancy right now necessarily, other than being the old school, rapper?
No, but I don't know if this is something else that, White Castle is trying to do as far as playing on nostalgia, because I know, not that I was alive for this, but I know 30 years ago they had, they had a food Thanksgiving kind of deal they were promoting about 30 years ago. And so I don't necessarily know if they're trying to tap into like more of this nostalgia kind of marketing, which I know is really big anymore. And so, I don't know if that's trying to be the tie-in, but
I'm wondering if the song "Come Along and Ride on the Fantastic Voyage," I get paid for my voice, so if you really want to use my demo voice, you can. I am not a singer, but Fantastic Voyage. I assume that will be used somehow in the campaign. I just imagine that it will. Again, I like the usage of pop culture. I like tying it in with the brand. I like that, White Castle's trying to do something a little different. The stuffing thing doesn't sound appealing to me personally, or the White Castle burger. No. I don't like onions on my burgers, and all I think about is and I know you can get it without it, by the way. I know, but it's just something about the White Castle dressing is just not really appealing to me personally.
No, totally get it.
But again, hey, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Next topic, moving right along here. Walmart is partnering up with the cashback rewards app. I hope I'm saying this right. I feel like I always butcher this name.
Ibotta.
One or the other. Yep. I always mess it up. But anyway, they are teaming up to give away free Thanksgiving dinners. And I just love the initiative of obviously teaming up to try to give back to the community. It's what we did with our can drive. And I think it's just an excellent way to obviously give back. So that, props to them and props to that campaign. And I hope it goes well.
Yes. It's the one thing I don't know is is this just another play? I guess when you have the scope, scale, and volume that Walmart does, any kind of initiative that they do or get involved with takes off in some way, shape, or form. And so if it's helping, families, feed families and do good over the holidays, great.
Right.
I just don't know how this is. I'd never heard of this, and I feel like there's a lot of things on my radar. And so if it was for Thanksgiving, I imagine it's been around for a bit.
Right.
So a free Thanksgiving dinner, that's effectively tomorrow. And so, maybe they're going to feed 100,000 families, which would be amazing.
Absolutely.
But this promotion has not hit my radar.
No, and the timeliness of it, to your point, is kind of...
Yeah, and so if it works, great. Anything that does good, I'm all for. Sign me up for it. But from a marketing perspective, how it's been marketed, the awareness has been driven beyond maybe point of sale and different things at Walmart, it hasn't hit my feed of both subscribing to a ton of services other than us seeing this as today. I know. It ran across our radar right before the episode. So we'll see, but we'll see how it goes.
Exactly. So that's kind of it for us this week. Super quick episode, just a little Thanksgiving recap, a news edition here. But feel free to follow us along on social media. That way you can stay, in touch with everything that's going on. Our Instagram is @theradcast, and then our YouTube is at The Radical Company, and that way you can see all these live videos. That way, if you missed any, graphics or whatever that you want to catch up on, that's where you can find all of that kind of stuff. And that is it for this week.
Yeah. And so, if you're listening, we're very thankful for all our listeners, everyone that follows along. It means a lot that you choose to listen to our podcast. We try to make it entertaining and both entertaining and educational from a marketing standpoint. Sometimes
Absolutely.
you may learn more than others. You learn how bad I could sing today, if nothing else. But, we do appreciate it. And, I just encourage everyone, show some empathy this holiday season. Think about others before yourself, as hard as that may be for all of us, myself included sometimes. We all get kind of locked in our world, but someone always has it worse than you. And just know that things are going to be better. I feel it coming.
Yes, we're going to manifest a great 2021. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
But
All right, guys.
happy
Thanks so
holidays.
much.